everyone, welcome back to Dream Pod. This is a very special episode. As you can see, we're on site with AJ's Pizza, and I have right here with me Nana of AJ's. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me, Jer. Thank you.
So today we'll be speaking with her about streamlining your dreams and, just navigating challenges in general. I would like to start off by asking you, was AJ's always the dream?
Surprisingly, not. Like, you know how usually with restaurants or like businesses in general, it starts out with like a passion. But AJ's was more like an inspiration, actually. So it's not like, because the owner, Ahmed Jaber, my father.
Yeah.
It's not like, since he was little, he was cooking in the kitchen with his mother and his sisters. No, it didn't start off like that. But then inspiration came and like God navigated him to this path.
Yeah.
And then you just put in your all and it works out.
That's great. So did he have any other interests outside of AJ's? Like if it wasn't AJ's, would it be something else?
Hard to say, being that it's AJ's for so long. But he has had prior experiences. Like he worked in Black Horse for plastics. He worked in a nail polish factory. He worked in wood. And so many other things. I think even textiles for a while, I'm not sure. But basically, he has experience from everywhere.
Yeah, that's very interesting because a lot of times, actually, you go through a lot of experiences. Like, you can't really decide what you want to do.
Exactly.
I've been there, until you actually find that one thing that you really enjoy and you can go the extra mile.
And like even if, for example, you have students who study law, you have students who study finance, and then you find them in a completely different career path.
Yeah.
So this is life, basically. AJ's, if you want to say, it's like the product of just finding what worked.
Yeah.
Which is in life with something that you have to adapt to.
Definitely. It's very common to have conflicts with dreams, what you want to focus on. So what would you say is the best way to streamline your dreams to that one thing?
Okay. And we're talking real life. I'm not gonna like tell you all those life coaches what they say. I'm gonna say so honestly, because you have what life coaches say and then you have real life. Let's say I have a dream. I have a passion for something. Like, for example, my current passion, my current goal is to hopefully like open a food truck for AJ's or maybe open a food truck for me. So I need to take the necessary steps to be able to get to my dream. Sometimes I have to work outside of my path. Like I need to get a job here. I need to get a job here for experience. And you never know what job helps you with experience that then allows you to follow it. So it's not always, if I'm not able to get my dream now, I won't be able to get it later. No. I need to give a minimum of 6 years. Honestly, I'm not joking. Even 6 to 7 years to even start thinking that, this might work. And this is gonna work.
Yeah, it's always good to give yourself time, actually, because rushing yourself, you might end up doing something you don't really like that wouldn't work out on the long run.
Exactly.
So being in Nigeria, you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
So, of course, you've kind of infused the Nigerian flavors into AJ's. How did you manage to do that?
So when we first started off, something you need to know is that for my father's side of the family, we've been for around 70 or 80 years in Nigeria. So we already know what Nigerians like.
You're Nigerians?
Yes. So we already know, like, for example, what Nigerians like to eat, their flavor profile. Because, like, each country is different.
Yeah.
So that helped us a lot. Like, for example, now we have the chicken suya pizza, the beef suya pizza. Like, obviously, Nigerians love suya. Who doesn't love suya? So, we've incorporated that. And before, when we used to have, like, shawarma, spaghetti, we would also keep in mind, like, okay, for example, Nigerians like Maggi. It's like the small things that make you feel like I'm tasting something new, but I'm comfortable with what I'm tasting. So like suya on pizza, I know that this is suya, but it is like on pizza. It's new. It's like fun a little bit. So
So you said back then you'd make shawarma, spaghetti.
Yes.
So did you like push all of that to the side to focus on pizza, or do you still have those other options?
Currently, we don't. But we are hoping to get them back. Like, especially with the shawarma, the fajita, the Philadelphia. Because this is another thing that when you get to your goal, you're gonna have unexpected obstacles.
Yeah.
Be it the economy, be it honestly politics, everything outside forces, they're gonna play.
Yeah.
So at one point, you're gonna have to downsize a little bit so that you can continue with your business.
Yeah.
And then when you're able to, you go back up. So it's really, really all about adapting so that this way you don't give up. So let's say right now, okay, a lot of your dreamers right now, they have so many dreams.
Yeah.
Some of them don't know how to start. Some of them have started and it's not working out. That's why we also give 6 to 7 years so that when you get to your dream, you're experienced,
Yes.
you're able to adapt to outside forces and obstacles and circumstances.
Yeah. So how many years has AJ's been running for?
Since 2000.
That's a very long time.
Yeah, 25 years.
Yeah. So some pizza shops, they're always stingy with cheese. I'm a cheese lover. So when I order pizza, I want to see my cheese.
Yeah.
So with AJ's, the generosity with cheese is there. So how do you keep this quality, even because sometimes the excuse is economy or something, but how do you manage to avoid these excuses and keep your quality high?
First of all, shop local. Like, for example, every 4 or 5 days, we go to the market, we get the vegetables fresh. Even if they increase the prices in the market, but it's okay. Sometimes, look, as a business, you have to be fair to the customer. So like if, let's say right now I go to the market and I buy, let's say, green pepper. It's one of our mostly used ingredients. Green pepper right now, it's not the season for it. So every time we go to the market, it increases the price. As a business, I need to be fair to my customers and I need to be fair to myself. As long as I can handle the cost, the extra cost, why should I add it on the customer?
Yeah.
So the main thing is to shop local and try and get the best that you can. Always.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when you're generous with the customer stays loyal to you. Honestly, I'm not joking.
That's true.
We've had customers, they've been with, like, my father has seen them grow. A customer just came in yesterday. He knew her before she was married. Now she's married and her daughter, she's in her teens.
Yeah.
Like, this is our customer base. This is what we look for.
Yeah.
So when you're generous with the customer stays loyal to you.
Yeah.
That's how we've been able to navigate with the economy. I'm not, like, with the economic crisis. I'm not telling you that we haven't increased our prices. We have to. But also to keep it fair and to keep the standard.
Yeah.
And thankfully, like, some people, they'll be like, why did you increase your prices? Would you rather I reduce my standards or increase my prices? They'll be like, no, increase your prices, but keep your standard.
Yeah. Spoke about customers, and that's a very great point, having a great relationship with your customers, because that's where you get even like referrals, you have people coming back to you. So for people who are starting up, because the food industry is very unpredictable, even with the daily basis. Yeah. So what would be your advice for someone starting up their food businesses, how to build a solid relationship with their customer base?
Generosity and honesty. You can never go wrong. And not just honesty with the customers, honesty with your suppliers. Like, okay, we're talking about people who want to run a business right now, a restaurant or a food truck or something like that. When you have a good repertoire with people and people see that you're honest and you're generous, they're gonna treat you better. In fact, even your suppliers might still, like, for example, let's say your suppliers might start giving you offers they won't give other people. Other customers and clients. Why? Because they know that you pay on time. They know that you're honest with them. They know that, for example, the relationship is good. So even with your customers, let's say, for example, today I don't have mushrooms. And a customer ordered a pizza with mushrooms. I'll tell them it doesn't have mushroom, but I will add something else for you.
Yeah.
This way, the value of what you're paying stays.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Honesty and generosity always.
Yeah. So would you say the same principles apply with your workers as well? Because people always have challenges with having workers that are honest with them.
With staff?
Yeah.
Yes. This is actually another issue that we're facing. Honest staff.
Yeah.
Like, thank God now right now we have 3 that are really, really amazing. But we've had so many issues. This one will steal. And even if you give them a good salary, even if you treat them well, even if you feed them and everything, you're always going to have people that are going to steal from here, they're going to lie from here. But you have to be patient in order to make your business work. Like sometimes it's okay to fashy it, but like something that's acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, like, but it takes patience.
Yeah.
It really, really takes patience. Like now we're hoping, for example, to bring in more employees so that we can get back with the shawarma and the sandwiches.
Yeah.
We've tried with many. They start stealing this, they start stealing that.
Yeah.
But these are real life issues that people need to know about
Yes.
so that
Yeah.
like they can expect it when they're opening their business.
Because it's not always smooth running. You always face challenges. What would you say is the biggest challenge AJ's faced as a business so far?
Staff and economy. Because when the economic crisis in Nigeria started, unfortunately, you know that a lot of people start to panic about themselves.
Yeah.
So they will take extra from the shop, more than they should, for example. So that affected us and continued. So that's the biggest issue right now that we've had.
Yeah.
But we're navigating through it.
So now AJ's is back to Sharif.
Yes.
You were in Sharif before now, but you left, but you're back in Sharif now.
Yes.
So this is a better location for you, is it?
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
So funnily enough, the Sharif Plaza that everyone, like the old Sharif Plaza, because now it's newly constructed, that everyone knows us at, it's not actually our first location. Our first location was in Zone 4 around 1998, 1999. We opened for a year and then we closed. Then we came to Sharif, my father came to Sharif, and God was like, you may have a business.
Yeah. With AJ's, there's this homemade taste to it, which is not very common with a lot of eat-outs. How would you say you achieve this?
Just using simple ingredients. Like you have a lot of places, for example, to make the dough last longer, other than the fridges that they use, they might add an ingredient for shelf life. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Our dough is fresh every day, like you saw. And we really, really keep everything simple.
Yeah.
Like even for the chicken, one of our best sellers is the chicken pizza. People are surprised by how good it tastes, but it's really, really simple ingredients.
Yeah.
That's how you get homemade.
So with dreams, what would you, because you've navigated challenges as a business, so what would be your advice to people who are facing challenges, maybe economic challenges or any sort of challenges in their businesses? How would you advise them to navigate these challenges?
Be patient. And if you're newly open, like you're a first time owner of a company or any business, it's okay to panic for a little while. We're human at the end of the day. But after the panic or mental breakdown, see the basis, see the foundation of the problem. What's the foundation of the problem? Like, for example, if, we're having economic crisis, it's okay to remove a few things here, remove a few items. If you sell clothes, maybe not get the expensive one. Get one that's still good for your clients, but also good for you.
Okay, so starting off can be a little difficult sometimes with capital and everything.
Yeah.
So how would you advise someone who's starting off what would you advise them to start off with?
We go back to the 6, 7, even 10-year time before you get to your dream. By this time, let's say the first 5 years, the salary that you're earning isn't that much. But what you can do is that even if you honestly, even if you remove 5,000 every month, 5,000 naira every month from your salary, from when you've started working, and as your salary increase it. Start with little investments. I'm not joking. Investments go a long way when it comes to finance. Because these days, if you want to get a loan from a bank, wahala. And if you want to ask a friend or a family member, you will never finish. And they will give you interest rates higher than the bank. So just go to the bank. So if I, let's say 5,000 naira, people will tell you it's nothing, but it's something to start.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, for example, they might not agree with me on it, but crypto, if you learn it, it will help you. I know a lot of people, they've made a lot of money from crypto. And why am I saying crypto before gold? Gold, in order to start making a lot of money, you need to buy several ounces.
Yeah.
In order to feel like, okay, I'm getting the profit. And right now, gold prices are very high. So with crypto, you can add as much money as you want. Watch the market. And even, for example, if I'm just putting 5,000 naira every month, leave it for 10 years. You will see the difference also. Because I studied a bit of crypto and I used to trade in it for a little.
Yeah.
So I know about it. And the people who are able to have family members help them, and that they know that these family members, they're going to help me and like they are going to support me, don't be ashamed to ask.
Yeah. So, rounding up,
Yes.
how, for people who are still scared to step out on their dream and like pursue their dreams, because it's always difficult. You overthink, you consider lots of things, and you just get scared sometimes and go back.
Yeah.
What would be your advice to people who are still scared to chase their
It's
dreams?
okay to overthink. It's human to overthink. It's human to weigh out the risks and benefits. But then you come and you ask yourself a question. Do I want to be an employee my entire life? Or do I want to be free with how I come to work, what I do, how I live? So, yeah.
So just starts basically. Consider the bigger picture and start.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be risky. You're going to fall down. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have accidents. The first time might not work out. But if this is your dream,
Yeah.
why should I give up on it? Honestly.
Yeah. Very true.
And always believe in God. You have no idea how many issues we've faced here in AJ's Pizza. And just by believing in God, we say, God, anything I'm facing, you will support me. I know that you will support me. And you have no idea.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, I'll tell you openly now, the way we came back to Sharif Plaza, by God. Honestly.
Yeah, I even posted something yesterday. I was like, sometimes you have to risk it all for the dream that only you see. Because it's not every time other people are going to see your vision.
Exactly.
Even for your staff, they may not see your vision or the bigger picture.
Exactly.
But you see it. So you have to take the risk for yourself.
There are going to be haters. There are going to be people who are going to make you doubt yourself. Just
Yeah.
ignore them, their voices, honestly. Have the confidence of yourself. The most important thing is to have the confidence in yourself, and everything else comes after.
Yeah, perfect. Where can we find AJ's Pizza?
Sharif Plaza, Cityscape, Amino Kano Crescent.
Yeah. Anywhere we can find you on social media as well?
Yes, AJ's Pizza _NG.
Yeah. So order AJ's Pizza if you haven't. I'm giving you the guarantee. It's the greatest pizza, quality assured. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me, honestly.
Something we're trying to make a tradition on this podcast. We make our guests sign out. So basically, you just have to say something nice about DreamPod, of course, and sign out.
DreamPod are for real entrepreneurs, by the way.
Yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.